The prisoner wishes to say a word.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Interbeats Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market. What up, Wave Gang? Yo, Justin Eubanks. Yo, Blackie Chan. What's going on? I feel a little bit better. I got some rest, some much needed rest yesterday. Woke up, around 7-ish, and then, well, I actually woke up around 6, and I was like, was not feeling good, was not feeling ready, did not want to go. It just wasn't a good day. Called in sick, and then finally went back to sleep around 11 and slept until 6. So took like a 7-hour nap. Good stuff. Feeling better. Ugh. Let's go. All right. And of course, I do it. You know, I miss a couple of days when all this madness is starting to happen. You know, with the Warring Kitty finally tweeting for the first time in 3 years and has been tweeting out movie clips. The one that started off the show today was the last one that he tweeted, and he actually tweeted out a stock, which was GameStop. So if you guys get involved in that stuff, just please be careful. If you want to be part of a cause, make sure that there's a cause to be had. But right now, GameStop, I mean, I was doing some, let's go to the monthly. I was doing some, TA on it a little bit, and I was just like, wow, it actually looks like it might be going a little bit bonkers, okay? Might be going a little bit bonkers. Where it is, this is the monthly chart. So, it fell below all the EMAs on the monthly chart, and then has since, in just like 2 days, just pumped up like crazy. But what I like about it is that we are seeing that it doesn't take much capital to move markets. I mean, it takes a lot of capital to move markets, but there's what my actual argument is. There's plenty of capital out there to move markets. Okay. So when people, the conditions don't have to be perfect in order for us to see some crazy price valuations on a lot of these companies or these cryptos even. Doesn't take a lot. Let me see if I can find the tweet that I tweeted that I retweeted. Or is it repost? I don't know these days, man. Oh, thank you for the share, Blackie Chan. Let's see. Let's go to. So right here, I said important to note we don't need perfect conditions. So because this is what happened 2005 to 2007, banks were 30 times levered. There was no quantitative easing, and Fed funds rates was up 5%. 1998 to 2000, equities had highest valuations ever. There was no quantitative easing, and Fed's fund rate was at 5%. 2015 to 2021, remember we're at 0%. Japan and EU run largest QE on Earth. Japan and EU equities don't experience massive asset inflation. Interesting. So that's just the way it is. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff. Good so far. B, C, just getting ready to hit the fiat mine. It doesn't take much capital to move lower caps. It takes lots of capital to move large caps. This is more about making hedge funds bleed. I'm with it. Yes. So as long as we can make the hedge funds bleed, we're with it. So yeah, I'm thinking projecting out. Let's see. Let's put a measured move on here. We're just gonna go to candle close to candle open here. Gonna put that down here. We're gonna say we like the stock to go to $845. I even think maybe an outside shot to getting to $1,000 per share, but meh. So let's get over to the good old Bitcoin. See what we're looking like over here. So something interesting. What is this line? Why is this? Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Why is this line so crazy? Anyway, I shared this on the Twitter the other day. Basically just that's why, because it's not connected. Okay. I don't know how it got disconnected. Which is basically just this head and shoulders pattern. Let me remove some stuff so we can actually see it. There we go. So we have this head and shoulders pattern, inverse head and shoulders pattern. Yes, I know. Don't correct me. We've got this upwards channel going on in here. And we are coming up to the midline of that channel as we speak. And we also have this kind of a megaphone pattern. Let me see if I can highlight that a little bit better. It's these yellow trend lines here. And then we have the bounces off of these trend lines here. And this could be the last little hurrah before it rolls over. And then possibly getting a bounce at this demand zone here, which is also going to be lining up with the bottom of our third right shoulder and the bottom of our support of our downwards channel right here. So, I mean, a lot of stuff lining up right there. I'm going to get rid of all this. So, a lot of stuff is lining up right there. If we can come down here and if we can get this move, then I would be looking for longs if it was to make this move. Now, we can invalidate that if we can just get a push up, break above. Let me change this color on this. Break above the resistance here, hit the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders here and break above it. So there's a lot of lines on here that we could be hitting. We got upwards trending resistance here. We've got this downwards trending resistance here. So there's a lot of stuff we can be bouncing off of on our way. So it could just be bounce up here, bounce up down, bam, 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 bam. So it could be a nice bumpy road, or we could just liquidate some shorts and go straight up. Our whole goal is to just find some support once we break through some resistances. So that's what we want to see. We want to see us come down, find some supports anywhere, really. Find some support and just keep on marching to the upside. Now, I'm still iffy on whether or not we're going to see more downside as far as like when it comes to setting a new low before we move back to the upside. Still not sure about that. So let's see. Doesn't take the holy chart. Batman? What? Oh. I feel it. I'm waiting to see if my start time gets pushed back because of morning rain. Ugh. Excuse me. You heard Third Reich shoulder? Oh my goodness. Let's not talk about that, L. Jones. Good morning, L. Jones. Third Reich shoulder. Right, third right shoulder. I can't hear myself think with my headphones on. I mean, I can hear myself think too much, actually. Oh, man. Hope you guys are doing well and have been doing well this week. You know, I've missed you. I've missed coming on here. I just wasn't feeling well the last 2 days and was really exhausted. Obviously, since I slept for 7 hours, but in a nap. So yeah, there's that I've been looking at. Also, is it on the index? Where did I put this one? Ah, yes. So I'm gonna zoom out on this. I also was like looking at this the other day, and I was like, wait a minute, is that an inverse head and shoulders on the macro? Which could be. Don't take this. Take this with a grain of salt, okay? But I mean, we do have a left shoulder, a head, and then a possible right shoulder, which could come down to this value area high at about 43.5, and that could be a pullback as well for this whole move here. Not saying it's going to happen. It's just something that I was thinking about and that I was looking at, considering. I mean, since it looks basically just like a head and shoulders. Now, I'm not sure that this is going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. So it's just something to keep in the back of your head. What is that one? That looks like, is that a fair value gap on the monthly? Let's see. Yes. Yeah, so that is a monthly fair value gap right here. If we hold that, then we may not need to come down here. So if we can just hold that and then push higher, it would invalidate the head and shoulders technically. But yeah, what is this? Bitcoin power law corridor. It's just moving to the upside. And if I was to take a measured move for this inverse head and shoulders here, then that would get us pretty close up there. I mean, depending on when we would break out, it could get us up to the 300,000. So possible. It's possible. I mean, if we have enough people coming in and throwing all their money into the markets, anything is possible. So especially if they think especially if there is a cause like making hedge funds bleed. People love that stuff. But my thing is like that is mostly going to be like a stock thing, where nobody knows what the head, weak shoulders needs to hit the gym and do some shoulder shrugs. Yeah. My thing is like, what if the meme stocks take capital away from crypto? Now, I have been saying for a little while now, a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks now, about how I think memes are going to be taking a big dump, which is still possible, but we'll see. It all depends on kind of what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin takes and rolls over again, then the memes will see some bad days. So I could see memes dumping and meme stonks pumping. Could see that. That's Taylor's target right there. What, 338,000? That's interesting. Are you wait, Taylor? Oh, Sailor's target. Yeah, could be. I think he did say 300 something thousand. I've seen a lot of people, Jack Dorsey, co-founder of Twitter, say that he thinks it's going to 1 million. I want more people saying 1 million so that 300 becomes more likely. That's what I want. I just want 300,000 to be the most likely because everybody's expecting 1 million. Whiff dog with hat. I hope it dies. I hope everything that lacks utility dies. Maybe we should shoot the dog like Christy Nome. Shout out to you if you have any idea what I'm talking about. That's my politics brain showing up. That's me knowing a little bit too much about some politics. Okay. All right. What do we got on today's agenda? Oh, yeah, we have some CPI. Let's go ahead and take a look, see what time and what to expect from that. I believe it's going to be at 8:30. Don't quote me. But I believe, yeah. So it's at 8:30. We are, let's see, we've got month over month and year over year. Let's see, CPI, so 0.3%, so an increase in our inflation, which kind of expected, right? Over month, especially year over year, 3.4%. Would that be down? Previous was 3.5%, so that'd be down 0.1%. If that gets beat, then that means the Fed, the interest rates, are really taking hold and starting to do their job. If it comes down, right? If the inflation comes down, or it means if the inflation is higher, comes in higher, then that means the Fed has to stay paused for longer. So, which I think is going to be the case for quite some time. I don't know if raising rates is in our future, but I don't think cutting rates is anywhere near our future. So, but anything can happen. Something could start failing. Things could start failing at a catastrophic pace to where the Fed would have to intervene, maybe even in an emergency type of meeting, which we've had one of those before, or we've had several of those before. But that's when they just call up an emergency meeting and they come in and they say, all right, we got to do something, or what are we going to do to, get control of this? Then they cut rates, start cutting them down, and then start introducing quantitative easing, putting more capital into the markets. Not that it is necessary, just a possible scenario. But today, whether it comes in lower or higher, I'm not entirely concerned with either one. Now, long term, we want the inflation data to come down. That's how the market generally views it, as bullish or dovish, however you want to look at it. But yeah. Let's see, 350K was his target, Sailor's target. Think Elon will use Doge for X. Some say 100%. I'm waiting on it to break the trend. Then I'll dip my toes in. He's been doing a lot of talk about Doge. He touted how it was a better velocity to be used as money. I mean, Doge is just a fork of Bitcoin, I believe. I mean, it's basically Bitcoin code, except with bigger block sizes. And is there a fixed supply on Doge? Go away. Unlike Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, Doge has an unlimited supply. So that's its thing right there. So, unlimited supply. Now, I think that could be changed, but who's gonna change it? Will Elon use it? I don't know. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't, to be honest. I mean, Mark Cuban already uses it. I believe he still uses it at the Dallas Mavericks arena. So who knows? See Mark Cuban coming out talking about Gary Gensler and how the Democrats need to start embracing crypto before they die at the polls. It might be a little too late. Bitcoin Cash securing this support could enable a rise. I don't see anything too crazy. Circle shifts legal home to U.S. ahead of IPO. Spot Bitcoin ETF. Here's why Vanguard might finally join BlackRock. Blah, 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 blah. Vanguard. I don't know that Vanguard ever will. But maybe they will. I'm not sure. GameStop, DJT, Bitcoin show what the meme rally is really about, and 5 other things to know today. What does Bitcoin have to do with the meme rally? I mean, I understand GameStop and DJT, but not Bitcoin. I think 120 to 150K max this cycle for BTC. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely possible. I've definitely got it anywhere between 150 and 300K. That's definitely where. And so what that means is that if I'm in Bitcoin, I'm probably, well, I'll never be completely out. I will be taking profits at 150K for sure. I mean, 100K for sure. And then 150K even more. But then rotating those profits, putting them into altcoins. Come on, man. Come on. You've got this much. You got this much. Just push it. Push it. I got in on this trade yesterday right here. Fought the drawdown while I was asleep. Actually, I'm kind of glad that I was asleep. Because I probably might have exited it. But hey, I heard about Gary Network newly launched bot checkout. Bro, what is it with you and Gary? Let's see. Okay. So should I close this trade? How do I hold on? I can do a poll, right? How do I do that? How do I do a poll? Does anybody know how to do a poll? Any one of my mods want to do a poll? Speaking of mods. Oh wait, I can't do it from here. Dang it. Lucky Chan. Add as moderator. Can review and remove chat messages. Lucky Chan, you are now a moderator. Congratulations. You're welcome. Oh yeah. I'm trying to. What was I trying to do? Anyway. Should I close this trade? I'll let you guys tell me. How do I? There it is. There we go. Can you read it? There we go. There we go. Trying to decide if I should wait for it to hit my target. Well, just let me know. Managed to catch the wick down yesterday, then moved stop up to early and got stopped out at break even plus fees. Oof. Well, luckily I was asleep. So one of the things that I really struggled with in the past was basically not letting my trades play out. Like in the past, if I would see something like this and it would get really close to my stop loss, I'd probably would have cut it like here. I probably would have cut it like too soon, right? Probably would have just cut the trade. And what ends up happening is I end up losing more over time because I'm cutting trades instead of letting them play out. So I just started letting trades play out, and I start winning way more. So, holy moly, when I did X cross leverage, yeah. Check out his project. Maybe you also like Gary USDT. Got my first wrench. Yeah, Blackie Tan got his first wrench. Much deserved. You're here every morning, so that I'm here anyway. So I entered that trade for a reason, which I posted in Alex's Discord. Yes, it's a not very safe trade. I know. But it's just a few dollars, you know? It was just a fun deal. All right, let's get rid of that. So yesterday, what happened? Yesterday, going by the trading strategy that I've been sharing, we took out both sides. We took out lows twice. Came out, took out London high, just barely. So I was favoring longs for the day. First fair value gap that was created on the 5-minute was a bullish fair value gap. So not right there, right here was a bullish fair value gap. So that's why I entered. I entered here and then did a 2-to-1 go long, turn off magnet, did a 2-to-1, stretch down just below the low, and then push up to do a 2-to-1, which just so happens to be a point of interest as well. So that is the reason why I took that trade, and I just held it. Now I took it here. It pumped up. I was like, oh yeah, this is looking good. And then it gave me a nice little drawdown. Technically, I shouldn't even be in this trade. If it doesn't hit towards the end of the day, then you cut the trade. That's the rules. But since I was asleep and didn't wake up until about, right here. Maybe it was like right here. It was already during the Asia session. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and hold it. So I held it. And now it's playing out. So just give me one more push up to the upside. Now what I can do and what I will do right now that I'm thinking about it, is I will eliminate my stop loss. And I'll come up to break even at the very least. But I am seeing... maybe I won't do that. Because what I am seeing is... now... Let me get rid of this again. What I'm seeing now is I'm seeing some equal lows here. Equal lows here. What I want to see is I want to see these fair value gaps hold. I want to see these fair value gaps hold up. Maybe we can come down and then do one more push to the upside. I am really looking for the Monday high to be taken, which we do have the economic data today, so who knows, we could see some of that coming in. Let's see, where are we? So everything's above the 0 line on, except for our VWAP, but that could turn up. Everything's above the 0 line on our market cipher B, where everything's above the 0 line on our Oscillator Pro for Chart Prime. We do have a peak seeker here, which says that this could be a peak or that we are very close to a peak on this move. Now, this is the 5-minute, so zooming out, it may not even be there, but we are starting to form or print a red dot on our momentum wave on our not market cipher B, but we are also fluctuating on top of the 0 line on our chart prime oscillator pro, which is bullish. But we are starting to get these overbought blocks up here starting to print. So I'm basically just waiting to see one more push to the upside, which we might get on the CPI print, and then maybe we take out Monday's high, and then we can do a little bit of a retrace to the downside. So obviously everything is going to, we're going to gauge it throughout the day, see how everything's playing. But the fact that it's already tapped into this liquidity here and is kind of getting rejected, could be close to the end here. Could be close to the end. Let's see. David Brumbelow, what is up? What's up, David Brumbelow? CPI can get volatile today. Alts are sitting on support with bull divs, maybe a wick down to stop out the longs, then push up. I could definitely see it. What's going on, Sniper's Nightmare? Good morning, good morning. How's things? Good. Good. Good to see everybody in here this morning. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's the #1 way to support the channel. Can you... Hello, webcam? Stop making me fuzzy. Anyway. So yeah, just a little bit of a... Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's take a lot of this noise off of here. Is this not loading? I don't see any of the market dynamics on here. Oh, we got this stuff. Oh, I don't have something turned on. Let's see. Let's turn on order blocks and liquidity zones. Let's see what these look like. Wow, they're all below us. We might push higher. We might push higher. Or these are all targets for liquidity. Now, what we want to start seeing is some impulsive moves to the upside. We start to get some impulsive moves here. I don't really care for this little grind up here, but that doesn't mean that we can't be starting to see a little bit of a shift in our direction here. But the main thing is going to be getting above that resistance here and creating support above it. So that's what we want to see. We want to come up and we want to create some kind of support above it so that we can then bounce off of it. Instead, what I'm kind of leaning towards is that we kind of hit it and roll over. Hey, but I'd very much be happy to be wrong on that. Now, we can see the obvious possible inverse head and shoulders on here. Let me take this off and this off. So we do have the possible inverse head and shoulders in here as well. Okay, see it? Do you see it? And if I take the neckline, go down to the lowest point of the head, push this off over to the side, that gets us up to about that 66.8K. Definitely possible getting up into this area of liquidity here. Turn that box red. There we go. And then from there, we go short. Never know. But post Malone's Jackie Chan and have Blackie voiced over. What are y'all talking about over here? I haven't really thought about it too much, but was thinking the Chan clan keeps to the gamer theme. Chan clan. Not the Blackie clan? So yeah, that's basically what I'm kind of hoping for right here. We can get a nice little relief rally. But then after this, folks, it's bad news bears. I think. Could be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. But I think Stonks might be stealing the show for a little while, which isn't necessarily bad because then people can get a lot of capital from that and they can flow into crypto just like it did in 2021. That's what happened in 2021. People made a lot of money off the GameStop stuff. And then crypto went bullish or went crazy for, a couple months. And then that's when stuff hit the fan. It is what it is. But anyway, we will, and as soon as I share, excuse me. Goodness. As soon as I see something, a possible play today, I will let you know in the Discord. Don't forget to join. It is free. Link in the description. Don't forget to join me on X at Lunar Beaches. Trying to share a little more charts. It's kind of difficult. So I've won like 18 of my last 18 trades on the Coin Wars app. I have the receipts for it. Now, when I post setups, sometimes, and this is why I don't like posting setups, because I don't necessarily have the time to break down how I am entering trades and exiting trades, so I just leave the setups there because I kind of scale into trades. Now, I guess I could say, all right, at this price point, I'm adding here, this price point, I'm adding here, however much here, here, and here, and then put a stop loss. I mean, if that's something you want me to go into, fine. Typically, the stop loss is going to remain the same. My entering the trade is going to be what kind of varies on how I'm entering the trade. So, if you would like me to go, I guess I could just go into more detail, but on that stuff. But yeah, basically, to save me time, I just put the setup out there and say, hey, this is my entry, my initial entry, my stop loss. Actually, I kind of do more of my entry like kind of in the middle. Entry, stop loss, target, bang, 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 done. And then hopefully we all make money off of it. But I don't really like giving setups because, if they go wrong, you hear yapping, you hear chirping, and it's just, sometimes it's not even worth it for your own mental health because people just, it is what it is. People are either ungrateful or don't want to take responsibility for their own actions, and don't want to do their own due diligence. So they blame you because the trade didn't go the right way, which, it is what it is. That's why I don't put out a whole lot of setups. I like to try and teach people how to trade. And it's like, well, if let the wins, dude, it doesn't matter if the wins are there or not. You're still going to get shit because the losses are there. I mean, it's just the reality, but it is what it is. Anyway, I've been trying to show a little more on that front, so hope you guys enjoy it. But thank you. Yep, chirp, chirp. Do you do that zero liquidation trading strat? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Zero liquidation. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Zero liquidation trading stat. Ask me somewhere else after the stream. Ask me on Discord, and I will answer that for you. But for now, I do have to get out of here. So I will post a trade that are, something I'm seeing in the chat. But yeah. Use one of your songs. You got a song, Blackie Chan? Now, this could be a swing failure pattern, so be careful. Loud order block here on the 5 minute. Could see a nice little pullback. Let's go ahead and see our... All right, so far we are looking at... So we've taken highs. We've taken Asia high. We've taken London high. Hopefully we can come up, take this CBDR high. And then since we are taking highs prior to 10 a.m., what does that mean? We favor shorts. If we get a bearish short, or if we get a bullish fair value gap after 10 a.m. first, then no trade. We just cancel it, no trade, or we start looking for something else. But if the first fair value gap created after 10 a.m. is a bearish fair value gap, then we will try to make a play off of that. But with that said, I will keep you guys as informed as possible. I hope you all, well, thank you all for being here, first of all. Thank you all for being here and showing up, even though I've missed the last 2 days. It means the world to me. It also means the world to me if you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And share this out to your family and friends or something. But anyways, I love you guys. I hope you all have a radical day. Ride the waves. Love you guys. Peace out.